everyone, welcome to another day of Solomon Chau's world. It's June 26, 2024. I'm out here in the heart of nature, just walking, aimlessly walking. My mind and my body has sorted out a lot of kinks and nits and stress, and my mind and my emotional bandwidth is just freed up to just do whatever. There's no particular goals but to walk at this point. I understand a lot of basic things, and that I just, as they say, roll with the punches. There's nothing to be fighting for. Almost like a state of complacency. But that's what I gotta do. Sometimes the best thing to do is just to do nothing. Hodl. Diamond hands. Just preserve yourself. Just don't do anything. The more things you do, the more chance of risk of getting scammed or grifted or swindled, just because you wanted something else. Someone tricked you, like the Hobbit, like the Ring. You can't be wearing that shit 24 hours or you'll turn into the Golem. It's just too much greed. Too much greed. Family of ducks. Here I'm just enjoying the park. So this is basically about downtime. Trying to avoid burnout. Avoiding tunnel vision. Just freeing up your mind. Getting some fresh air. This is it, This is it. This is it. Shit. Go out for a walk. Too much cell phone use, too much computer use, too much internet, too many keyboard warriors, too much stock exchange, too much crypto. Too much general electronics, too much technology. Eventually you just go back to nature. You just understand its simplicity and that it is just what it is in the moment. If you want to linger around the internet and become a troll and believe in your self-righteousness, you can go do that. But to me, that's a waste of time, and I probably wouldn't get very far. Nor would I have much influence, and simply it just exists on the internet. I would never have some kind of interpersonal relationship with someone in real time, and if it was, it'd probably be some other fat, geeky, nerdy guy behind a computer desk. Women or girls or whatever, they don't exist behind computer screens. That's just not their thing. To be staring at a screen is unnatural. It's just weird. It's unsocial. It's isolating. It's artificial social validation. It's inhumane. It's inhuman. It's boring to some people. Some people are not technophiles. Some people can't stand, sitting down, watching a screen, being up all bored and, listening to someone or watching something boring. But that's how you achieve reestablish baseline of dopamine levels or happiness, just general happiness. You're not supposed to be overstimulated with junk all the time. Porn, video games, all of which increase your dopamine, but at the same time, it always goes back to baseline. So there's inevitably a crash, just like the stock market. Most people cannot time the stock market. Over 80% of people cannot time the stock market correctly and are just become another victims of, another pump and dump, a grift, a scam, whatever you may call it. People get burned. And if you haven't got burned, you don't know how it feels, you'll just keep going with it until you do get burned and just stop doing whatever habit it is that caused the burn sensation. Any other words of wisdom today for my dear friend? Get it? Dear friend. This deer is as much action as there is today. There's literally no one around or anything, and I don't want to care. I literally don't want to care. I know why I'm here. And, save up my pennies and buy a Toyota Corolla hybrid and just gallivant the next 10, 15 years driving it to the ground. Because I decided that's the car I would be, finding myself using on a day-to-day basis. If I ask the internet, if I ask my friends and family, they'll probably tell me some crazy shit like, oh, you should buy a Tesla or a Porsche or something you can't afford so you could feel obnoxiously good about yourself. No, I know who I am. Stop trying to socially validate me in some strange economic way, forcing me to buy something I really don't want or have a need for it. We're not going down that path. Keep your goals quiet, low key. People are assholes. Sometimes people just want you to be like them because organisms replicate. They're an entirely different being than you, and they don't know what it's like being you, and they don't understand your needs, your social skill level, your IQ, your emotional, intellectual level, and only you can decide based on your level. And everyone's just so quick to decide for you. That's not going to be your preference. Just don't even bother asking. They're just going to try to overpower you with their pink Louis Vuitton purse. Is that what you really want? No, it's not. Fuck no. But they're going to buy it because that's a self-reflection of them. That's the only way they can answer. They don't know what it's like to be you whatsoever. And it sucks because, damn, people are so selfish. There's no one can help you except you. No one can write your own book except you. It doesn't matter if you paid someone $2 million to help write your book. It can only come from within you. Only you have that power. And that's what most people don't realize. They always want to be socially validated. They have to work for this big company. They never start their own business, their own entrepreneurship, and you become just another rat in the race. You become just another cog in the machine. You just become another cipher in the Matrix, another background character. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe that's just your actual level. That is your true nature, because you don't know any better. You never leveled up. You know. Or some people are just delusional, which there are. I mean, there's a lot of drug cases recently. You know, alcoholism. You know, going to the hospitals and stuff, get checked out by the doctor, because their dreams and their desires don't match up with reality. They're delusional. Most people don't have money. Most people just show up on the internet or TV pretending that's their lifestyle that they're trying to sell you, because it's cool. In reality, they could just be like me. They don't really care much about other people or what they think about them, and they could just be dressing up like some homeless guy. And what gives them satisfaction in life is not doing shit. It's just taking a walk in the park. They don't have to spend money on this. They don't have to spend money on that. You know, they don't have to take care of kids. They don't have to try to impress the Joneses. You know, they don't have to upgrade their car from cotton seats to leather, you know, luxury seats to whatever, DXL model, the luxury model, XLE, you know, keeping up with the Joneses. They don't need to be practicing or spending money on that shit, because these pretentious, you know, media advertising people don't exist in reality. I highly recommend not watching TV. How would you have come across this, my shitty YouTube channel? Someone's working the magic. YouTube algorithm, Google Analytics, Google AdSense. It's obvious what kind of person I am. Low key. I'm not really trying to sell you anything. My main goal is to make $1. See if it's even possible with this YouTube algorithm. You know, I'm basically forced to promote myself and you know, personal brand, and you know, that's how the YouTube algorithm works for anyone. The search engine optimization, or in my case, the lack of. There's no thumbnails, there's no, you know, there's no attractive anything. It's just me talk with a fat head talking to a camera and uploading shit on the internet. Like, I don't give a fuck, in which case I really don't. This is the peasant's way of doing YouTube. And also very low cost. I don't hire anyone but myself. But am I the first one to do this? Hell no. Are there people out there that do it all themselves, with intros, with headings, with a body and structure? And yeah, there are. It's just not me, you know. I'm shooting my own self in the foot for being lazy and complacent, and just not picking up my all my tech guru skills, which I could be doing, but instead I'm probably using 30 an hour of time playing video games. It's not enough just to know. You need the time to be doing it. Editing, creating music, you know, fucking something. You know, I'm too much of an asshole not to be doing these things. I could be hiring a team, but you know, then again, you just pick up the money and run. You know, which probably has happened. Or I could just be spiteful, like Ali Abdul, or like Hamza, and have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes because I've been making so much, because I had you know, a handful of editors, professional YouTube editors and stuff, to make thumbnails and shorts and, you know, cartoons and shit. All cost money, which take a lot of effort, you know, and a lot of billable hours. And you know, people charge for that, even try to grift and scam you, and they may not even do the work. The work itself is not even guaranteed, you know, especially if they're on Fiverr or WeWork online somewhere. You can't get to them to choke the shit out of them if you paid them up front and they decide just to run away, which I can imagine happens a lot on the internet. It's just too much scams out there, and hackers and con artists and swindlers, all that shit. Gotta stay local. So whatever, June. I'm working the rest of the June. And July looks like a heavy schedule for me. I'm supposed to visit my brother's fiance at the, I guess she's at the Kettering Salome Cancer Center for her ovarian cancer and shit. But I'll be working at my own goddamn hospital, collecting my own goddamn paycheck. I only get one day off, one motherfucking day off. And if my goal was $200,000 this year, shit. So it's 6 months into it, and if what I have on paper is only $70,000, so I can only reproduce that and be making $140,000 maximum, which is how much a pharmacist would be making after several years of working in New Jersey in an highly industrialized hospital. That's not even that much. Fuck, fuck, I can't beat this imaginary character some white girl made up named Chad, who's 6 feet tall, makes a minimum of $200,000 graduating with only a bachelor's right out of college. This guy is simply undefeated. I don't know, maybe it's Tom Brady, maybe it's Michael Jordan, whoever the hell it is, it's not the average ass person. Only less than 1% of the male population can ever achieve, such a feat. And, yep, back to just being ching chong, I guess. But that's probably what you need. There's a guy in another town I heard about. He works 6 days, 2 shifts. That's 16 hours. He's the supervisor of the department. He's not a doctor. He's just the supervisor of the department. And whatever amount of money he makes, that's great. But the hours, you still have to do the hours. So 16 hours of work. That means he only has 8 hours left to drive home, which consumes already an hour. So he has much less than 7 hours to be sleeping. He has 3 fucking kids. So with his kids, that's already minus 1 hour. So he has 6 hours and a wife. So that's 5 hours. Give 1 hour to her. So that's 5 hours left for sleeping, which is too little. Too fucking little. How this guy can pull this shit off, and a house. Give the house about an hour, including, paying bills and doing utilities or whatever. So he only has 4 fucking hours to safely go to sleep. And then he has to repeat the cycle and drive back minus another hour, which is only 2 hours. So he only fucking sleeps 2 hours a day safely. Maybe cut the kids down, cut the wife down. Then he has 4 hours plus 2 hours, 1 hour each for each of them, dedicated to each of them. So he has 4 fucking hours left. We're talking about early death from stroke, from a heart attack. Fuck this, Fuck the American dream. You wouldn't be alive. You gotta be asleep to believe it. George Carlin, I believe. The American dream's only a dream because you have to be asleep to, And you probably have a lot of men who just don't care anymore. Men going their own way. Passport bro. Women trying to host these single events for free in New York City. No guy showed up. they can't afford to. They're working. You know, they have to pay their $3,000, $4,000 rent a month minimum, $5,000 average. You know, let alone you know, telling everyone how you don't need a man and being unsupportive and just being spiteful. Damn. If you gotta be like that, you gotta be like that. I'm not blaming anyone. It's a shitty situation. So, you know, most guys probably don't know how to deal with that shit and probably just go to work. Have structure in their life. Stay out of jail. Stay out of prison. That's the best they could hope for, let alone be married with a woman who's 2-3 times crazier than he expected. Alimony, child supports, you know, divorce lawyers, divorce court, you know, single parents, you know, just custody of the child. It's like crazy shit. It's like, what the? I didn't sign up for this fucking shit. You know. Did the doctor sign up for this fucking shit? Probably not, you know. Probably not. Did the doctor sign up for this fucking shit? No, they didn't. Did the lawyer sign up for this fucking shit? No, they didn't. And so I'm out here in the wilds trying my hardest not to give a fuck. You know, maybe the Super Nintendo was, you know, the best gift I've had since forever. Just playing Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and Earthworm Jim or whatever found my way back in my childhood. Mega Man X, Mario All-Stars. Maybe that was the way to go. A hikikomori lifestyle, because life is just too much full of a bag of shit. Thus, it's been decided I'm working the rest of July. I'm working July 4th, getting paid overtime, being compensated like a normal human being. That's the best I could be hoping for. Avoiding Karen and just living throughout my days low-key because I can't stand any more of this fucking bullshit. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace out.